Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Sue and today I'm sharing seven things that my husband and I have implemented that have changed our sleep for the better. So it's really common for people to have sleeping issues as they age, and my husband and I were no exception. 3 years ago, our sleep wasn't great for either of us. I'd struggle to get to sleep. I'd go to bed and I'd be tossing and turning. He would fall asleep in seconds and he'd be snoring his head off beside me. But then he would be awake at 3 a.m. and we'd both wake up feeling often like we really hadn't slept. We also both used to have to get up and pee often 2 or 3 times during the night. And people just think that that's normal as you get older. But with changes to our diet over the last 2.5 years, our sleep had improved for both of us. But it still wasn't as good as it could be, and hubby was still actually waking up really early. And that was really starting to become a problem for him. I've actually spoken about his sleep issues in a video that I did a while back, and I will pop a link to that below this video if you want to go and check that out. Once we started eating a more kind of meat heavy and very low or no plant kind of diet, our toilet trips reduced to basically 1 or sometimes none during the night. So that was a pretty good change and very welcome change. But hubby was still waking really early, and as I said, we both often feel like we really hadn't had enough sleep. So our sleep relies on our circadian rhythms. This is the balance and the natural dance between our hormones such as melatonin, cortisol, leptin and ghrelin. We have become so far removed from nature that we just don't understand the role that nature and our interaction with things that are natural in the natural world, or lack of it, plays on our health and things such as sleep. But as we learn more, and like my husband and I, the things that we've implemented have kind of made us realize the importance of actually that interaction with nature and the natural world. So these are 7 things that we have changed that have made a huge difference for our sleep and obviously for our health as well. So the first is sunshine. Getting out into the sunshine makes a massive difference, and the getting out and looking at the sun at sunrise and sunset are super important. That those rays at those times of day into our eyes really affect the way that our hormones work and the way that our the signaling in our brain and everything happens to get us ready for bed and to wake us up. We've been designed to be outside, in the sun, and seeing that sun first thing in the morning and last thing at night, because we spent eons living outside, around campfires and things like that. So this is really important and makes a massive difference, balancing the hormones that are required for sleep. So for hubby and I, we have both been getting out in the morning and looking, watching the sun rise or as close to as we can, and then getting out in the evening and watching the sunset, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, just depending on the weather. And it has made a massive difference. So number 2 is blocking blue light at night. I kind of underestimated the effect that blue light can have on our health. I've learned that it can actually cause insulin resistance, and it makes a massive difference with sleep as well. So things like our screens, our LED lights give off blue light that messes up our sleep hormones, and that can stop us from getting to sleep or reduce our sleep quality. Investing in some quality blue blocker glasses that we can wear when we're watching TV at night time, when we're using our phones or using screens, other screens such as computers and tablets, can really make a difference. And getting rid of the LED light bulbs in our houses can make a huge difference as well. So replacing those LED bulbs with the older style incandescent bulbs can make a difference, or there are bulbs that are designed to be healthier for us at night time. Or alternatively, if we've got the option, go and sit outside in the moonlight, sit around a fire, or light candles. That's absolutely what we've been designed to be using as light at night time. And if you want to reduce your blue light exposure, just visit Boncharge using my link below this video. You can check out their range of blue blocker glasses and human-friendly lights and light bulbs. And don't forget to use my code SUW15 to get 15% off your order. So number 3 is grounding, and you can ground in bare feet outside, connect to the earth. That's really important. It helps to remove kind of built up static electricity and that from our bodies. When you think about it, we are the only living thing on the earth that has removed itself from the earth so much. Everything else sleeps, walks, crawls, on the earth, and we're designed to as well. But our modern living in houses with, they're up off the ground and wearing, rubber-soled shoes and all this plastic and stuff has removed us from the earth. And so getting out there and grounding is really important. Another way to ground effectively is to use a grounding mat on your bed at night time. There are different types of grounding products, but using grounding mats on the bed at night time can really help. Hubby and I, we bought one of these quite a lot of months ago now. The video that I did about his sleep, which I've linked to below, I talk about the grounding sheet on there and the effect that it had. It made a difference for him. As soon as we bought it. Didn't completely fix this problem, but it did make a big difference. Now, number 4 is eating our main meal in the morning. This is something that we've just done recently, and it has affected our sleep for the better for both of us. Part of the reason for the effect, I think, is because eating in the morning helps to balance your cortisol levels. Cortisol plays a part in sleep. And so helping to balance those hormones right from when you get up in the morning, I think, is part of what's going on. But also at night time, not having to digest a lot of food while you're sleeping probably is making a difference as well. And so I would highly recommend trying it. It took us about a week or so to kind of get used to it. When you're used to having a big meal at night time, you kind of feel like you're missing something. But we have something little at night, but yeah, we have our main meal in the morning. And it really has been beneficial. And also, not eating within about 4 hours of sleeping can make a difference as well, just so you haven't got that food digesting in your belly. Now, number 5, keeping your bedroom as dark as possible. Get really dark, kind of blocker type curtains if you can, and keeping the room really, really dark can really help. We now live in kind of out in the country, a little bit rural, so it's a lot darker out here. There's no street lights or anything. Which is great, and so I think that's played a big part in our improvement in our sleep generally. But if you're living in the city or in a town, where there's a lot of street lights and lighting outside of your house, get some curtains and keep your room as dark as you can, and that's going to help. Number 6, get to bed by 10:30 p.m. if you can. The way that our biorhythms and our bodies work, that 10:30 just seems to be the point where, if you kind of go past that, it kind of messes up the cycles with your sleep. And, I've noticed that for years. If I leave it till 11 o'clock to go to bed, I don't sleep as well. And so getting to bed by 10:30 is really helpful. And we've been making a point of doing that just because we have realised that it makes such a big difference. And then number 7, of course, is to eat a meat-based or carnivore type diet. I can't tell you how much difference it made when we dropped most of the plants out of our diet to our sleep. So obviously, I don't know whether it was plants that we had sensitivities to, whether it was to do with the plant toxins or just the digesting of them, I don't know, but there was something that made a huge difference. I suspect it was to do with inflammation, especially with the peeing during the night. That was quite marked for both of us. It made a big difference. And so eating a meat-based carnivore type diet is, in our experience, really going to help with your sleep quality and your health overall. So these 7 things, there are others that I could go into, but these 7 things in particular have made a big difference with our sleep, and I'm sure that they will with you. It can take a little while to notice a change, a week or maybe 2 with some of these, but it doesn't take too long. I would really highly suggest trying them and see if they make a difference for you as well, and let me know how you get on. If you have got any questions or anything like that, or want to make a comment, please do so below. The links to the products that I've spoken about are below the video, and if you like the video, make sure to subscribe, like and share. I thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you again another day. Goodbye for now.